G'day, it's Matt from Matt Sharpening Services. Just thought I'd do a quick video on brand new knives and demonstrate how they're not always as good as they could be straight out of the packet. And you can't always assume just because it's a new knife that it's going to be sharp. Generally they're about 80% of the way there, but there's that 20% extra that you can get to making it a really good knife if you give a bit of love and care and get it sharpened professionally. So here I've got an F-Dick knife which I had to get for a client. They wanted a good kitchen knife. I don't have any at the stock at the moment. Anyhow, I've outsourced this one. I'm a fan of the F-Dick knives. They have a really hard steel which make them hard to manipulate using hand sharpening at home for the people that don't have the specialist equipment. But if you put a good quality edge on them with the right equipment, they can really hold that edge for a long period of time. So here we are. I haven't unwrapped it. It's brand new in the packet. So what we'll do, we'll take it out. Looks sharp. Anyhow, what I'll do, I'll just get a bit of paper. Just get a bit of newspaper and we'll just have a bit of a bit grabby. So you can see there, that's brand new. And it gets caught like that's not sharp all the way along that edge. And I'm trying to do my best to, that's woeful. So it's taken a fair bit of effort. No, you get the picture. Let's go give it a bit of a sharpen. Now, because it's a new knife and it hasn't got any damage to it, brand new, I'm not going to take it back to like a 60 grit. I'll just start with the 80, and my 80 is pretty worn at the moment. I do need to replace it. I am going to place it in the jig, square it up. I'm going to go reasonably flat, around 20 degrees, thereabouts. You're really splitting hairs if you're talking about ours at 22 degrees, 20 degrees, 17 degrees. What you're best off doing is trying to get the knife to the flattest angle, at the least amount of angle per side that the knife will handle with integrity without breaking down. So, for example, for a knife like this, you could, because of the quality of the steel, F-Dick's got a good quality steel, you can make that a fairly flat or narrow edge. With a poorer quality blade, if you made it too thin, you'll find that the edge will break down, that it'll be more susceptible to chipping and folding, and won't be able to handle that level of featherness or a really fine micro edge on a poorer quality knife steel. If I was to give a figure, I'd say that's about 20 degrees. Like I said, we're splitting hairs. So I've set my angle.
can see a burr starting to come up. So the angle I'm putting on it, it's a lot less than it was factory. Starting to come up on the side. That was a good pass. Rightio. Now I've raised a really good burr. Later videos I'll sort of talk about and get into a bit more detail about the burr. But for now I'm not sure if you can see that. A bit hard. I'll get my other camera in a later video. Alright, so I'm going to go to the Trizac and what's this one, 160. So that didn't take much work because it's a brand new knife admittedly, but it just needed a bit of love on the edge. I only need one pass. This one's an A45. One pass on the left. One pass on the right. We're going to go take it up to a A16 in the Trizac. Oh yeah, that's all it needed. Now, got our felt belt with a bit of rouge. Get rid of that burn out. So when we just finish off on the felt belt, we'll try to feather it out. Rightio, we'll give that a... Rightio, sorry, I don't know if that's annoying. Rightio, we'll give it a bit of a wipe down. We've got a white spirit here.
Got to be real careful not to cut yourself. A lot of people cut themselves just cleaning their knives. Now we'll do the same test as we've done before. So you can see that's just gliding through heaps better. You know, from the heel to the tip, that's really important. There we go. Rightio, just to recap, just because you've got a brand new knife, doesn't mean that it's going to be the sharpest it can be. You can always undergo a proper sharpen to take it from that 80% sharp to 100% sharp, just with a bit of love. As they make them in the factory, they just pump them out and they just put a real generic machine finish on them that doesn't give the knife justice and allow them, well, and make them as sharp as they can possibly be. All right, I hope that helps. So maybe when you buy a knife, have a think about getting it sharpened professionally, because you're going to get the most out of your knife and really enjoy it a lot more than you would as if you didn't get professionally sharpened. Thanks for watching.